What the money video ain't playing?
Money, 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 money. I love that money, 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 money. You don't really wanna play. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one to always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. Money, 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 make you shut him mouth. Don't never ever talk about it if you never had the clout. You don't know what to say, stay up out of my way. Money, 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 make you shut him mouth. Keep playing with this Goonies, boy, I'm gonna have to make the call. Stay in bounds on your pivot, boy, if you gon' ball. Cause a lot of niggas be fake, and you really can't play. Cause we done got it out the mud, nigga, what you talking about? Screaming, oh my God, money got me pride. They living a lie, look into my eyes, they might seem surprised. This is homicide. We just multiply, we been on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' have to fly. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. Day in my life, take me a different route. Use all my case, niggas on my face. You can get it erased, what you talking about? Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one to always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You never crossing these borders. I'm whipping it up, Gordon Ramsay. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. You talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm ballin', I'm ballin', I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm feeling like Robert Tahori. Nigga, I'm scoring. I count in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign. So independent, my money be corporate. These rappers is boring. You hate me and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking that soaring. She always go ahead and let me explore it. I call her my Dora. You can go and talk about me, I ain't flawless. I go put my all in. If a nigga talk about me, then I'm gone in. You know that I'm gone in. Jump in, take trips, Pompeii. All day, always keep 3 stacks like Andre. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, man. And you can never, ever, ever get rid of that. So watch what you say, and watch how you do. If you play the game, then you play by the rules. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one to always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about.
Money, 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 money is what broke niggas hate hearing about.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
What's going on is I'm back. It's the coolest cat with a comic book hat, Mr. 151. Sitting next to me on, it's Sunday, so it's, we grilling podcast. Uh,
That's what we do, baby.
you know,
CP3 live at the bar radio.
definitely. At the bar, you know how we do. Um,
Man, it's been a crazy
it's been a
week,
crazy
man.
week.
It's been a crazy week in my outside life, but it's showtime. We gonna make it do what it do, man. All I got to say is life is a crazy roller coaster, and you need to hold on and just try not to throw up when you hit them peaks and valleys, baby, because they throw some curveballs in your way that you don't even see coming. But once they come, ain't nothing you can do but just try to keep moving forward, pushing, and say, fuck it. Gotta do what it do, baby.
I mean, as always, we always going to salute, Black GOP, the founder of True Radio Network. Um, One of the things that me and him always talked about was, when stuff doesn't go your right way or when stuff hits you, it's up to you to basically channel that energy and do something great with.
No
You
bullshit.
know, uh, there's plenty of times shit was going wrong, and I didn't even feel like doing my show, and but that show actually,
Yeah, helps you get through.
gave me life.
Yeah, no bullshit. That's why I'm here today, baby. Wasn't for the
So
show. You never know where brother be at. So, we be on Adamar, Sports OTHP, bringing you Capitals, Nationals, Wizards, a little bit of Washington football team. I know you heard the news. We broke it yesterday. The day before that is Darius Geis getting cut due to an arrest for domestic violence. I haven't really delved into it. I haven't called my sources yet to get the inside skinny. Right now, his agent put a statement out saying that the Washington football team, excuse me, acted prematurely by releasing him. They should have waited for the whole story to come out. But from my understanding, there's a paper trail of domestic violence calls with him and this young lady. Like I said, I haven't checked out all the ins and outs. So these are just allegations and stuff that I've perused around. I haven't reached out to my sources yet.
I
But
mean, you gotta think about it like this,
uh
and
huh.
and, and, and I ain't defending them or nothing like that. If you building with somebody and the person you building with is gonna cost you your empire, that ain't the person for you.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I was talking about that with somebody saying that some of these guys got to know when to sever ties. We spoke about it a couple of weeks ago that Minnesota offensive lineman, 6'6", 380 pound, man, divorced his wife and claiming allegations of domestic violence against him. So it's a catch-22. Then you get the well, excuse me, you're bigger than her, why you didn't do anything, but then you're risking your career and going to jail by putting your hands on the female, and then you get that stigma from a dude. Oh, you're this big guy, you should have been able to defend yourself and not let that happen. But it's a catch-22, man. It's tough out here
Mm.
for dudes nowadays, man. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Sometimes.
And don't get me wrong, I do believe it's a catch 22. Oh yeah, people that are listening on the podcast, do me a favor, man. Like it and share it. We are definitely playing indie music here as well. But at the bar podcast, me and CP3.
Oh yeah.
Um, but definitely send us some. Share it, put it in a couple of groups. Do your thing.
We can get this
Um,
conversation popping because we got some
so
real shit to talk about.
definitely. So as a man, you really especially if you're an athlete, or any man, you shouldn't really be putting your hands on a female.
Nah.
Um, you have to have the know the restraint to walk away, and then you also have to know what they bring out of you. And by that I mean, um, if that person doesn't bring the best out of you, like the coochie could be really good, but if she doesn't bring the best out of you, you
Some folks
might
can't
want to
see.
downgrade the coochie.
Some folks can't see past that though,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
The
It
power of the PUSSY is a powerful thing, brother. It's a powerful thing, and unfortunately, these young cats, get caught up in the fast money. They can put in all the hard work. Like I say, folks have a stigma about the young athlete, but you got to think about it. They sacrifice pretty much their whole life for the dream of making it to the pros, and it's only a
Mhm.
small percentage that make it.
And that's true. So there's a small percentage that make it. You know, it's crazy because the one thing school doesn't teach you is how to manage your money and your time and who to keep around you. So so a small percentage that make it, and you have to be weary of the people that want to take everything from you, or that you could lose everything with.
That's in your so-called circle.
Um, and and I ain't saying this young lady did anything wrong. Um, but you gotta be like, if you know that y'all constantly arguing, you look at this chick and you know that I'm thinking about putting hands on her. Walk away from the situation before it gets you there.
Yeah, gotta
Because now you about to be an unemployed broke dude
with a possible charge,
with a
maybe go to
charge.
jail time. And they talking about strangulation and all this and that, and they have a history. Like I said, I haven't delved into it, so this is all the hearsay and allegations that I've read online that I haven't been able to confirm or deny. But it's just sad that this guy had so much potential, and unfortunately he put himself, or he was in a situation that could cost him his career and possibly his freedom off of some emotion that probably could have been avoided if he would have maybe thought about things in a different mindset. And it's just but that's life. We all have choices, tough choices to make. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. You hopefully you make the right one. But in this situation, with the allegations that came out against the Washington football team, with the mistreatment of females and around the park, and some of the sexual allegations that were made, they pretty much had no choice. Once he was charged and arrested, you have to show that you have zero tolerance for any type of behavior. And for folks that are linking the Reuben Foster situation a couple of years ago, when he had allegations of domestic violence and the Redskins signed him, but it's old Derek point. If you go back and check out Sports in the Hill podcast, I went on the record and said that they had vetted that whole situation and they felt like his story was credible. That's one reason why they signed him. And days later, he was vindicated and found out the allegations were false. So I've seen a couple of DC sports media post some things about, in comparison to that, you can't compare it. Those allegations were dropped, and the Redskins did their due diligence. With this situation, with a track
The
record,
Washington football team did their due diligence. Please do not use that racist language on this type of show.
hey man, you got to give credit where credit is due. It's sad to see this talented, potential of a player, because that's the other thing that gets me upset about Washington football team fans. They're really upset about them cutting him, but he played 5 games in 2 years. He was on injured reserve 3 times in 2 years. So the potential was there. He had all the tools to get there, but he couldn't stay healthy. And now he's, unfortunately, after posting the stuff on Instagram that he's ready to rock and roll and be a dominant force in the league, as the memes has been out there, he's already missed the season without even tearing his ACL. So we're going to see how it pans out. I'm not saying he's guilty, as I said, allegations, but you can't put yourself in that situation. I wouldn't put myself in that situation as a broke person. So I damn sure wouldn't put myself in that situation as a millionaire. That's just my opinion.
I think you gotta fight for success. Like you have to know um, who to keep around you. You gotta know um, who's gonna uplift you, and you have to look at like who's gonna bring you down. You know, everybody got them homeboys or the females that are around you that is like you know they want to keep you in the dirt. They don't want to see you elevate, and you have to guide through that. You got to make smarter decisions, and it's not just that he's a millionaire. In life,
Yeah,
in
true.
general, for you to be successful, you got to make smarter decisions.
No doubt.
You know, when you're 21, you shouldn't be making. When you're 25, you don't make the same decisions that you make when you're 21 because you should have learned.
Hopefully, yeah. But
When you're 30, you shouldn't still be making the same decisions you made when you was 18.
yeah, but some folks tend to
Some
repeat history
so
because they refuse to learn from it, and they want to point fingers at the other aspects that played into whatever role, but don't want to look at themselves and see the role that they played in their own demise. And we have a lot of folks that live in that delusion, but you have to outgrow it. Like you said, you have to mature and realize in all these situations, the one constant is you. You can be in different situations, different jobs, different apartment buildings, different whatever. But if you're constantly having issues with people because of whatever reason, you think, oh, they got an attitude, they looking down on me, they talking down on me. You gotta look at the one constant in all those situations. You are. So maybe you gotta check and see where how maybe you're communicating or coming off in a certain way that's making folks come at you in that way. And that's some things I had to check myself on, back in the day, because I had a antagonistic personality that I was a wish a nigga would type of motherfucker. That I wish a nigga would say something come out his mouth wrong because I had something for him. But that closes the ties of communication. You really can't get to know anybody, or nobody can get to really know you because they worried about you getting mad about some shit. So it's all about self growth and changing and knowing that you need to change and knowing that we all have to evolve and change from the person we were from yesterday to the day.
Granted, because I am not the same alcoholic I was 30 seconds ago.
No bullshit. We ain't here drinking Ice House Edge and shit. 8.0 alcohol volume. We just in here
I done
getting
had a
drunk.
couple shots of tequila. Yo,
Yeah, we all
CP3
got
is
that,
not trying
man.
to drink no tequila right now.
Bro, I told
That's
you,
some
tequila,
bullshit,
tequila
y'all.
is the devil, man. There's only a few liquors I will not drink because I've had a bad experience, and tequila is one of them. 151 was one of them also until we had the mixture of Jim Beam and 151. Luckily, I didn't make any catastrophic decisions, but let's just say ever since I had that drink, life has been a little upside down messing with that 151.
So, are you saying that 151 fucked up your life?
Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I say it may be attributed to it in some spirit type sense because I haven't drunk that since 1999, coming into the year 2000. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that night again. It was a bad experience.
Well, he probably has a secret kid out there. Shout out to my shout out to my homegirl Vicky watching. Thank you for always supporting the show, and I appreciate that. If you have if you have a child that randomly pisses on people, especially if it's a dude that randomly pisses on
If you
female,
chinky eye with a bald
uh,
head, yeah, you might gotta call me.
um,
I can't even fake.
hit up CP3.
Yeah, I can't even fake. We got chinky eyes and a bald head. Yeah, we need to talk. Hit me up offline, inbox me, we'll talk.
Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Sith Lord Dan, always supporting the show. You got
Big Siv.
yeah, you gotta check the Sif out live at the basement on True Radio Network. His joints on Anchor Radio and on Spotify. He be doing this thing, dog. He be getting it in. But he's always supporting too, and I always appreciate that, man.
No doubt, always.
Um, so
Oh,
also we got shameless plug. Shout out to Akuza Clothing Line. You see them rocking their shirt. They're big sponsors
you
of the
see it on the
show.
green screen behind me.
You know, we gotta love them. We gotta love them. They're always doing their thing.
Yeah, they put out some fresh gear. We definitely got to.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I
Yeah,
saw
I'm definitely working on some stuff. Things. You want to have business moving. You got things set up, but there's always a technical glitch that holds something up. I have something holding up this business for over a month now. And boy, some of the stuff they got coming out, I can't wait to get my logo on some of their stuff. But this technology, man, is a motherfucker sometimes.
Well, I know I'm about to get me an at the bar shirt.
Yeah,
And
man.
shout out to my people at Toon Squad Hitters too. Lou and them and Baby J, and shout out Renegade. Shout out to Lady C. You missed another podcast where we were grilling,
Yeah, grilling and chilling. You know you're more than welcome to come through.
and we just be having fun, man. We just be having fun. So we have a little quick chat. You want to talk about this Carly B situation, or do you want to play some music first?
We can play some music first because I'm on the outside looking in. I'm just finding out all of the outrage over this song that they released. I know I don't listen to this new stuff, but yeah, it's very interesting some of the narratives I've heard coming from this song and males and females' reaction to this song. So let's go and listen to some music and we could come back and talk about some of this controversy, this manufactured controversy.
I am the only show that can actually play you an indie mix. Shout out to my DJ Grip. We're gonna hit this indie mix real quick, and then we'll be right back. Yo, yeah. Big shout out to my cousin Chef Rock doing his thing, always supporting the show. Shout out to my brother Foreign Machinery Bell. The name says it all. Like if it's a foreign car, he done drove it. I don't know why he don't like American cars though. But shout out to him. Yo, to the young man who just sent me his track on my Gmail, um, share the show. Share the show. I'll play your song. It's easy, right?
It
Share the
only
show to
takes
like 5
2 seconds.
groups.
Takes 2 seconds, baby.
All right. Oh shit! It's a tank first. Okay.
Turn that joint up, son. That joint alright.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Ooh, ooh.
That joint nice. Who that is there?
just goes in.
Oh, that joint,
It
alright.
just goes into my playlist. I just pick it.
This joint,
I used
alright
to
too.
send them the joints,
Yeah.
but it's easy for them to go into my Spotify list.
Like that Lauren Hill feel to it right here.
That might be the joint with Cuddy Ranks. It is
Oh,
Long
okay.
Hill with Cuddy
I'm
Ranks.
about to say, look, that joint sounds smooth as shit.
Yo, shout out to my man Cruel Intentions, DJ Cruel Intentions. Yo, Cruel Intentions, we make sure you stay tuned, Cruel Intentions. We gonna play this artist, Patrick Nolan. He just sent me something, so we gonna play his music and see what it do.
That's just how we do, baby. That's just how we do.
Man, this Lauren Hill maybe want to go find a neo soul chick and do some 30 things to him.
With a nappy fro and try to
But
rub your fingers through that joint.
she may still even have pubic hair.
As long as it's trimmed, baby, I ain't trying to be going to no jungle. Gotta be manicured.
No Landon Phil.
Hey, you can't be going into the jungle. I don't mind though, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you gotta work for it.
Come on. I think I'm giving y'all too much.
So you go check out the District of Champions apparel, sportsothp.com. Go check it out. Click the button for Sports OTHP apparel and accessories, and go copy you some District of Champions gear, some Sports OTHP gear. Help support the movement. We'll be coming to you live tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Then we'll have it up on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and what's the other one?
iTunes, nigga.
Apple Podcasts, iTunes. It'll all be up the next day. So make sure you go check us out, bringing you the best DC sports around. DC Sports for the Politics. It's
All right.
not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do.
Yo, well, I'm gonna play this young man's song.
All right.
He did hit me up, and he did say he shared it, so you can take him at his word.
Gonna play some more independent music because that's just what we do. Appreciate y'all checking me out on the Facebook Live page.
So we gonna play your joint live on air. All right, let's get it.
Let's see what he got.
Vámonos a su casa, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Con rollo mañana volvemos, volvemos. Vámonos a su casa,
It's gonna
¿cómo
make me
te
go find a Spanish girl.
llamas?
Better hide your
I
neighbors.
love what she looks at me. Can't help myself when I carry on gazing. She's amazing. She got the dark brown eyes and a nice rose lips with the nice brown eyes. That's amazing. She got them curves that will spin my world. Take me out of space to universe. I've been traveling time, but you come on, girl. Yo, how's that sound? Put you on dial so you can come right round. We could just eat in or just eat out. Or how about this? I could just go down. Cause you're the reason that I'm feeling like this. I've gone past the games, I ain't taking a piss. Right at the moment, you're the one that I miss. Cause you're the only one that's got me feeling like this. Hablemos, hablemos. Vámonos a su casa, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Con rollo mañana volvemos, volvemos. Vámonos a su casa, ¿cómo te llamas? I like the way that you bounce like that. All the right places got me looking right back. Got the kind of mix and I like that fact. She's a proper little swag. Got the right mood, she can clap for me now. Show me all the rules. Hold on. Yeah, mommy, papi. Yeah, I like it when you speak like that. I really like the way she curves her back. She likes to call me daddy when I pack that crap. I'm not talking smoking when she blows that back. She's a real bad bee, the baddest I know. She treats me like a king while she sits on my throne. She's a type of woman I'd always bring home. You can take me to the stars.
At the bar radio. It's a nice track right
That
there.
wasn't bad.
That's
And
good.
actually, I think he put the British flag on that joint. The joint came from overseas.
Oh, for real?
At
That's
the
a nice
bar
track.
radio, we just ain't playing your local independent artists. We want to play independent artists from all over. So
Oh, that joint was
definitely,
hot. Now
that
we
joint
might
was
got,
hot. I like
yeah,
that joint.
we
You
might
know,
got to play that joint again, man. That joint was hot.
yeah, I like. I fucks with that joint. If you have Patrick, if you have like information for like your Spotify, your iTunes, and or wherever they can find your music at, put the link um in the comments. So
Yeah, that shit was hot, dog. I like
I
that
like
joint.
that shit. I like that. Good,
Yeah.
good vibe. Good vibe. Good vibe. It didn't make you want to smack a chick, but it made you want to caress some ass
Yeah, it made you want to smack some ass. That
and
shit
talk
crazy.
Spanish.
Yeah, I can't speak that shit.
I can only say like words like "a quiero Taco Bell."
Hey,
That
that's
shit don't
my
sound
shit.
sexy when I say
You
it.
can't be stealing. Hey, man, that's my line, man. You can't be stealing my Yo Carol Taco Bell, man. God damn it. I knew I should have copyrighted that shit. But yeah, that joint was nice. Love the interaction. Like I say, music from worldwide, not just local, not just in the country. We got it coming in from all over the place. Appreciate y'all checking us out, baby.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Um, so I'll say like this. Let's talk about this Carly song.
All right,
Whack,
whack.
wet ass pussy.
Which is a beautiful thing, man.
So
Beautiful
I'll tell you
thing.
like this, or one it used this. It used a sample from it's a Baltimore sample joint, but it's if you remember Players Club, they be like, "It's some hoes in this house." And
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
use that sample,
yeah.
but a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people up in arms. I mean, they got 44 million within a day.
Damn,
Her making the stallion.
that's crazy.
Um,
That, what,
what's going on, is Nikki baby on IG?
let's speak about that real quick. 44 million in one day.
Yeah, 44 million in one day.
That's 44 million what streams or whatever.
Views on that's on YouTube, nigga.
That's just on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
But you can see the
Mm,
shift in the, I guess,
mm,
empowerment movement of the women, of the ladies, I
mm,
guess. Because I've spoke about it on the show
mm,
before. Women have been, you know, I'm not going to say
mm,
victimized, but they've been, in this country, prostitution and pimping and hoeing and all the things that they will have to do to, basically their body is their only means of making money in some instances, and
So
now they're taking the power on themselves to, market themselves in that manner, and I really don't have a problem with it, but
I mean, look. If the song is not for you, it's not for you. But some of y'all grew up on Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, and Whore Hop and or
Two
and
Live
everything and
Crew.
Two Live Crew. So just because you've been blasting Kurt Franklin for like the last 10 years doesn't make the song
Trying to get in
garbage.
the
You
heaven,
know because
trying to get in the
because
heaven.
some of y'all go to church and still be on your knees on Monday.
Yeah, and it ain't for praying. It ain't for praying in the good book. I say that it's praying for something else. But I mean, it's amazing. I haven't personally, I haven't heard the song. I haven't seen the video. You guys know,
I
I'm
mean, I
not.
just like looking at them, but
I mean, yeah, I mean,
but at the same time, like this is the music. Carly's an ex stripper. This is the music that she produces and stuff like that.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
you can't get mad.
I'm gonna tell you like this lyrically. Like I'm a lyric guy. Like they ain't really saying bad shit in there. Um, lyrically, I mean, like even with like May had a line. She was like, I ain't never been defeated, but I'm trying to get a beating. Like I thought that was clever. I thought that was clever.
That's what gets some folks fucked up, though.
But the way that she said it, it was
Yeah,
just like clever.
definitely. Yeah, I
So,
give her some credit for
you
that.
know, it was a couple of it was a couple of clever lines on it. I don't hate the song personally. Now, am I gonna play it for my 13-year-old niece? Fuck no. But
Exactly.
it's not Carly or Megan's job to raise my niece. Just like it wasn't Lil Kim's job or Foxy Brown's job to raise my little sisters.
No bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
Folks don't want to look at
Like
it that way.
NWA didn't raise me, Two Lot Crew didn't raise me,
They had an influence, but they didn't raise you.
but it's a difference. Like, this is how they make their money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? This is how they make their money.
Yeah, folks gonna get outraged by anything. I mean, just remember when Two
Mhm.
Live Crew, they was banning them and saying how lewd their music was. And I was in my teenage years, so I was close to old enough to listen to it.
Mhm.
So I would listen to it. I mean, it didn't make me want to go out and
Mhm.
start, calling women bitches and hoes and
Mhm.
all that other shit.
I mean,
But it's about having guidance. Like you said, you got to be a
mhm.
parent to your kids, and that's the problem is
Mhm.
these folks want to be their kids' friends and try to be their parents, and you can't do both. Just like I was telling you earlier, with my nieces, my sister, she lets them listen to the mainstream radio, and they hear some of this fast music. When they ride with me, it's the oldies but goodies station. That's just the way I roll. Like I'm not gonna. I listen to UGK, 8 Ball NGG, so I listen to that stuff. But around them, I don't listen to that around them because they don't need to be hearing that, even though
Mhm.
they already exposed to it. But they don't need to be hearing it and getting definitions and knowing what all that stuff means.
I mean, I grew up on Too Short.
Oh
I mean, Too
yeah,
Short, and real talk, Too Short didn't make me call a chick a bitch. When she hit me in my nuts, now that's a different story.
yeah, that's a whole different story.
um, but it's just your perspective, and is it? My mom knew what I listened to, all types of music, all types of different hip hop, all types of cuss words. Back when they started putting, I'm an old nigga, so that I was
The explicit language sticker
yeah,
on
to
the
stick on
joints.
that shit. So but my mom knew that um it who I was, and my mom was a parent. Um, some of the same people who dislike it be the first ones in the club to stop popping once it come on.
No
Ain't that the
bullshit.
motherfucking
No
truth?
bullshit. Be the first ones talking about how wrong it is, but when they come on, they turned up. They the first one in there twerking that ass to it.
I mean, you mad at WAP, but you damn sure was dancing the lollipop when it came out
Oh shit, we
back
can.
in H2O days.
We can go back to all the different songs that they was dropping it like it's hot. All of that shit, because I mean, you got to, it's a
How many of
different
y'all was
age.
loving? I mean, a lot of these niggas was watching BET Uncut back in the
No
days.
bullshit. Tip drill was everybody's favorite radio.
Yo. I still like Tip Drill.
That joint was that. We used to just stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning just trying to catch that joint.
Hell yeah.
But it's a new age, and that's the thing that's dangerous about it. Is so easy for the younger kids to get access to some of the stuff that they shouldn't be experiencing and shouldn't be seeing. But that's where being a parent comes in, and unfortunately, we don't have a lot of parents anymore. We have people with kids, and we don't have people that are actually parents and know how to be parents because unfortunately, the cycle didn't start with them previously. They probably didn't have two parents in the household or one responsible parent that could teach them right from wrong and the morals and all of that good stuff that some of us have been blessed to have. Like I told you, I've had my dad and mom together for 27 years, or my 42 years. Some folks haven't had their parents together for 27 seconds. So it all depends on your situation and your outlook and your upbringing, and that's what folks have to realize that you gotta raise these kids. They didn't ask to be here, but they're here, and you gotta take care of them and raise them the way they supposed to be raised, not with giving them what you didn't have because you felt like you didn't have a good childhood, and then they're spoiled and don't know how to work for stuff because you've been giving them so much stuff, or not depriving them of the things that they need because you feel a certain way about it. It's a
I mean, and let's keep it's a fun fantasy song. Like on some realness, Carly's been cheated on. Shit, Lauryn Hill's been cheated on.
man, everybody's been cheated
Chances are the pastor wife got cheated on.
on.
Um, by the deacon. No,
Pass the collection tray, please.
but it's the quality of the man that you have. And not saying that whatever they work through their situation, their situation. I ain't here to judge their situation because I ain't no saint. Like I've had good girls that I cheated on,
Nah,
and I've had girls that cheated on me. It happens.
no bullshit.
You know, I could be like I got some bomb ass ding dong. That don't mean I ain't got cheated on.
No bullshit.
You
Happens
know.
to everybody. So yeah, it's everybody wants to be outraged about something. Everybody wants to be upset about something. And this is just the latest thing that folks want to be upset about. Like I said, when we've already gone through this, we've already gone through the explicit lyrics and what's pornography and what's too crude and too lewd. Folks just got to get over it and move on. I mean, it's a song, it's music. What you gonna do?
It's a song. This is how she make her money. And because you found religion 2 years ago, don't make that you right.
I mean, well, I mean,
Because you spent 20 years sinning, and now the last 2 years you think are you holier than thou.
hey man, I started like 10 years ago, so I'm hopefully I got to change.
Nah, Carol, you ain't found nothing but another strip club.
Hey man, they on the way. You know, he put them there for a reason, man. But I mean, my personally, I'm gonna go check it out now that everybody's talking about it. I mean, because it's a topic that I know I love, wet ass pussy. So I mean,
I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it's. Now, am I going to like download this song? No. Am I going to watch the video? I can put that shit on mute and it's still. I just like to see the ass shaking. They both thick as hell. You know, I'm a man. Um, Entertainment wise, I can see, but at the same time, you gotta give people better credit. Um, if you raise your youngins right, if you instill the morals in them, you can't. But you can't be the golden shield to protect them from all dangers in life because eventually they're gonna have to go out into the world.
exactly.
And you may be at work one day and they may, hear that song and they may be in a situation with some boys and they may have to make that decision. They're gonna leave or they're gonna stay. I remember one day I was going to my man's house and his peoples was over there and these two bras was over there, two young girls.
Hmm.
And one of the young girls was my god sister.
Oh shit.
And I didn't even have to say a word. They left.
Yeah, that's just a bad situation right there. That's just yeah.
I ain't say, yo, what you doing? They knew.
That's
She knew. She was like, oh, I gotta go.
yeah. I don't know what I would do with some shit like that.
I ain't had to say a word.
I don't know what I would do.
But on some stuff, um, that's the situation that. But when you install that into them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I watch my god sister now, and she's very successful. And she didn't get caught up in that. I ain't never, but you just gotta give them the values because at the same time, you can't protect them always. Like my mom couldn't but protect me always when I had to be out in this world.
Yeah.
She just had to give me the values of 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 being a proper young man, and then I got to navigate through life.
Yeah, you can't be proven trustworthy until you get a chance to get
Hmm.
trusted. And parents, I know your job is to protect your child and try to avoid them, having pitfalls and make the same mistakes as you did. But you gotta remember when you came up, same folks are doing the same thing for you. But what? You had to learn on your own. You had to make your own mistakes. Just like they said, mom used to tell you the stove was hot, but you ain't learned till you touched that joint and got your ass burnt.
Yep.
So you got to give them a chance to, succeed and fail. Just be there to be the parent to guide them through it, and hopefully they don't repeat the same mistakes over and over again.
That's definitely it, man. I like this conversation. I guess we're gonna play some Lady C.
Let's play some ladies.
Let's play some Lady C, and then Carol is gonna call up a twerker. Nah, I'm just like,
Believe me, I could if I would, if I could, but I tell you,
one day we should get a DJ over here. We don't even need DJ. We just get some girls over here and have a twerk fest.
hey, we can try to start organizing now, baby. Let's see what we can do.
Mm.
Stay tuned for some more independent music coming at you.
Now our motto is when they go
This
low,
Lady
we
C,
go
she's
high.
one of our guests. Yo, shout out to Lady C. She's doing her thing. Shout out to my man Cruel Intentions, always support. Shout out to my homegirl Vicky.
It's a nightmare on L Street. Tell them wake up,
Sergeant
get no
Q.
sleep. Gotta stay up, stay on the beat. Just speaking about life I speak. That's facts upon facts upon facts. Got the world up on my shoulders. Could you please get off my back? They took everything that came together last and give it back. Tell them we want reparations. Got them stats on the tracks and run it back. We all bleed the same, breathe the same air. Yeah, but that don't mean I'll breathe the same, saying we the same where. Hell, you think you a lion then? Come into the lion's den. Gather round the stereo. I tell you all the story that only time could tell, and you could ask any historian.
Number one home of independent music here at the bar radio, son.
What we do, baby.
Can they fuck with us? I don't think so.
Always pull up at the bar radio any Sunday fun day.
Oh shit! A nigga Quillen Tinder said at the pole contest.
So he did.
Said at the bar. I'm about to play a new Renegade after this too. Did you say little bitch? She called me a little bitch? Yo, CP, I think she called me a little bitch.
That's Lady C, man. She get a little loose on the track. Let's see that new Renegade you got for us.
This one of them very rare. He does a cover joint. What's poppin' though? Let's get it.
Go follow Renegade 703 on IG, baby.
Oh, if you need beats, holla at CP3.
Yes, sir. We in the building.
Why these birds be flocking? Can't say more, I ain't your cocker. I'm by level, I ain't with nonsense. Like heavy metal, I be rocking. Everybody always want to keep popping. Everybody know I want it, I copy. Money go is simple shopping. That's profit. Watch. Just got away from talks. Thought I was losing my mind. I was just losing my conscience. I do not feel you. Getting money's always been my obsession. Hood's a hotel, you gotta go check it. Gotta stretch it like I gotta go flex. Build bricks like I play Tetris. Bad bitch is my only preference. Working hard.
That nigga said build bricks like I play Tetris. Come on now.
Southside's when I'm only rapping. New Jays when I'm always stepping. Heavy hitter like I'm London Fletch.
What?
I might have to go and get me a weapon. The block be open like a 7-Eleven. You fuck with my family, you make it to heaven. Yeah.
Shout out to Troya Gang, Two Squad Hitters.
You gotta get Renegade on here performing live, man.
I'm about to tell that nigga do a virtual concert in this bitch.
Yeah, man. You gotta get him to do a live little concert and shit. Stream that shit live.
Cause yo, if you ain't seen that nigga perform live, it's a whole nother animal.
Yeah, that man putting in work.
What's going on in DC sports, man?
Oh man, we got a lot of stuff going on. I haven't been
Besides the Washington football team, slugger. I'm sorry.
Strangler.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the bad news in the local media that everybody's talking about. We shared it yesterday, broke the news as soon as it came out on Sports OTHP, on our Facebook page, and on our website. So make sure you go check it out. Today, the Capitals had their round robin game, which they defeated Boston 2-1. Well, they were already going to advance to the playoffs, but they'll be playing their former coach, the New York Islanders, which is going to be a definite task for the Capitals because they haven't looked in sync in this round robin. They were 1-1, I believe. They lost one in overtime in the shootout actually, and won the game yesterday. I'm not really too concerned right now because when they did win the cup, they did have home ice in the first round and ended up winning all of the series on the road. So I'm not really too concerned about it being on the road. I'm more concerned about John Carlson not playing. I'm not sure if he played today. I forgot to check with Robbie. Got the stats somewhere on here, but I'll check it out later. We'll break that down more tomorrow night on Sports on the Hill podcast.
So question.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about like sports right now with no fans?
I'm really not too concerned about it. It doesn't really bother me too much because if you've seen the lab, I got 2 or 3 TVs hooked up. So I normally have baseball.
Nigga, so first of all, when I went to the lab, y'all know the old Transformers joint, like Teletran 1, got like 6 billion monitors and shit. It's still like Transformers.
Hey,
this dude got like 16 TVs on the wall and shit.
Man,
like, this is crazy.
So I would have one TV that I would have the audio on that I'll be watching, and then I have the other TV with sports on or something with no sound. So it really doesn't bother me as much. I've talked to a couple of fans that said it does make it harder to watch, like I told you about with wrestling. You know, I'm used to watching wrestling with the fans.
It
I tried to,
sucks.
yeah, I tried to watch WWE when Stone Cold came back out,
It sucks.
and it just wasn't the same. Even though he's my favorite wrestler, without the crowd being there, even though he went through
Mm.
all of the same moves and all of the same steps, it
Mm.
just wasn't the
It ain't.
same.
It ain't the same.
So
I fall asleep now.
yeah, I feel their pain. So I can't watch the wrestling. So I can imagine how it is for some folks watching sports with no fans and not having that
It's like having
interaction.
sex with a girl with no arms.
Mm, that could be advantageous depending on what you're doing.
Now I need them claw marks.
Yeah, I ain't with that scratching shit. That's evidence. Fuck that. Can't explain that shit away.
So you're not a one woman man.
I mean,
Ah, don't.
getting back to sports.
Getting back to sports.
The Nationals have been struggling lately. They're 4-7, and we know in this shortened season, on these 60 games, they don't have the luxury of doing like they did last year, going 19-31 before they turned it on. The problems I've seen is
They suck.
nah, not necessarily they suck. That the bullpen is still in a little disarray, trying to figure itself out with some of the new pieces that they have. Um, the infield is not totally different, but with no Anthony Rendon at third, you got Carter Kieboom coming in, who's a top prospect, but is known to make some errors in the field. Trey Turner is the only steadying force out there. He's been making plays through the first 11 games that they've played. First base has been a shuffle. Ryan Zimmerman, he opted out. He just had another daughter. He didn't want to risk. Well, didn't want to be away from his family for that long, and didn't want to risk his family getting sick. Dealing with the whole virus situation. So it's they're trying to find their way. With Juan Soto just coming back from having being diagnosed with COVID and getting back into the lineup. They're still figuring each other out, the team out, because you have some new pieces, some pieces that aren't there anymore, and it's still a team game even though we're going
So,
through this.
so question as a because I barely watch sports.
All right.
In 2020, whoever wins the championship, do you really consider them champions at this point? Because it's such a short season.
Well, it's
Like,
definitely gonna have an asterisk beside it, just like we
okay,
had like with the Redskins when they won in 1987, I believe. Was it 87 or 82? I think it was 87. It was a
it was
strike.
87, nigga. It
Yeah,
wasn't
no,
no
no,
damn 82.
no, they won in 82. They won in 87 and they won in 91. But 87 was a strike shortened season. But, they still marked it as a championship, but they put an asterisk beside it to say it was a strike shortened season. So there'll definitely be an asterisk beside it. And it's going to be interesting how it all plays out, like we were speaking about on Sports on the Hill last week with hockey, that this is the first time in playoffs ever that you've had all of these teams enter the matchup, even some teams that wouldn't make it, but they're all on the even playing field because they're all healthy. They all had enough time to be off and had all their superstars. So we've seen some upsets in the qualifying round. We saw the Pittsburgh get knocked out early. We see a couple of series going to 5 games. We'll definitely break those down tomorrow night on Sports in the Hill. I'm not going to go deep into all the games because it's 24 teams and rounds and rounds and rounds. But it's a level playing field, so you never know who's going to win it all. The Capitals right now, as I mentioned, look a little out of sorts. They're going to be playing Carolina, who's playing some good hockey right now, and they know what they are, know what they're doing, and that's the one thing the Capitals are still trying to, I guess, figure themselves out coming out of this long layoff.
Cool. All right, can I talk about wrestling real quick?
Sure, so go ahead and break it down.
So it's gonna be real quick because right now WWE sucks. They did the little Raw Underground fake Fight Club. It still sucks. Uh, Try watching SmackDown. It sucks. Impact Wrestling sucks even worse than WWE. And AEW is just a big hype monster of fanboys. Um, you cannot tell me the 150-pound Darby Allen is a serious threat for a world championship. The belt, if he put the belt on, it'd be bigger than his fucking chest. Like, and then you're having him have these long ass matches with fucking the champion John Moxley. Like, my sister is bigger than Darby Allen, both of them. Like, oh, actually, shit, all four of them, like, are bigger than Darby Allen. Like, that's just ridiculous. Um, and you can't expect. I mean, we all know what wrestling is, um, but you have to have an ounce of believability. Like when Stone Cold came out, you believed that he was a bionic redneck and he would kick your ass.
No bullshit.
Darby Allin, yeah, I can take him. I know I can take him. Like he's riding a skateboard with his face painted. Like I can just clothesline him one time and we're done. Um, and I think that's one of my biggest problems is that like it's a lot of hype. AEW reminds me of WCW.
Oh wow.
It's a lot of hype, and then once the hype calms down, it's no substance. I like Cody Rhodes. I think Cody's a great. He's doing good as a TNT champion. Um, but like they got Darby Allin eventually going to fight John Moxley. Like not John Moxley. Brian Cage. This motherfucker arm is bigger than Darby Allin. Like, and they want to put this dude as a household name. Get the fuck out of here.
But does he have the look that they want or whatever?
Yo, this nigga looks like an anorexic crackhead skater.
Oh wow.
Like,
I can't, I'm not like I said, I'm not into wrestling like I used to be. Like I said, when Stone Cold and the D-Generation X and all of that whole era went away. I was in the Bray Wyatt for a little while.
I mean,
they went crazy with him.
no, they brought Bray Wyatt back with the Fiend, and he refigured himself as the Fiend, and it's been great. And he actually had another championship run. Bray Wyatt's one of the most entertaining things on there, and you can get away with that without a crowd. Although if he had a crowd, they would shit on themselves for some of the stuff that he does because he's great and entertaining. Like we watch wrestling to be entertained and to get away.
Yeah.
I watch AEW just to see how fucking stupid it is, and it just pisses me off because then you hear the fanboys on the internet and they will like praise AEW and shit on the WWE, but then like dog, AEW is some shit. Like it really is, and they're like, well, it's beating WWE NXT. NXT is out of the three WWE brands is the lower brand. Like, praise me when you beat SmackDown. Praise me when you beat Raw.
Wrestling wars are still dirty. I see.
Like it's praising when you beating NXT is the ascent of the NBA team beating a college team. Yes, we beat the college team that was really good. It's having a girl that it's the difference of having a girl that can take her clothes off versus the girl that knows how to strip. You know what I'm saying? A girl that knows how to strip knows how to make it sexy. A chick that knows how to take the clothes off, yeah, it's entertaining.
But it's not the same.
It ain't sexy. It's just, it's like, okay, we're about to get to work.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's what it's the equivalent of. It's the equivalent of making a good song versus a great song. So you can have like if you buzzing right now, but you're not Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like you happy you got that platinum record, but you still ain't Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Still got ways to go.
So you still got ways to go. Like you good. Like Drake said, and I remember this. Drake said, "Yo, I made my first such and such." He said, and I thought I was making money. Then Warren Buffett said, "Yo, hit me when you get your next 10 mil." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you doing good. Yeah, you better than me. But then Warren Buffett hit you and you're like, nah, you ain't doing shit. Step your game up more. And that's a good challenge. And I think there's potential in AEW when they push the right people. Like, but you're not gonna make me believe a dude with his face painted halfway and a skateboard is and he's 150 pounds. Like dog's 150 pounds in '93.
I don't even know when I was 150 pounds. I think that's before middle school for me. Yeah, the wrestling game is definitely
Like I'd rather play the video game.
damn. It's sad, but I mean, pretty much after as long as they've been doing what they're doing, it's pretty no more original storylines. All you can do is try to add to things and adapt to it and try to make it more modern.
So and here's the thing. This is one of my problems with some of these internet dudes, and this is what they do. So, like when WWE started shooting first with no fans, right? And then AEW did it, and then they praised AEW, right? So the AEW had the better camera angle, and so when WWE switched to their camera angle, you know, they was like, oh, the WWE switched to the AEW's camera angle, and AEW was bragging about it, right? No one says that the WWE did it first, and y'all are copying what they were doing. Because if WWE wasn't to do it, there'd be no wrestling going on right fucking now. The fact that WWE did it allowed you to allow the other people to do it, correct?
Yeah, no bullshit.
So then WWE had been to make the they put to make the audience sound. They basically added audio effects into it, right?
Yeah.
So when AEW does it, no one says anything. But when WWE changed their camera angle, you know, the fanboys on the internet was like, "Oh, the WWE is copying AEW." But when AEW copies
They don't say
WWE,
nothing.
these
Yeah.
motherfuckers blah 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 blah.
That's
Yo,
all it is.
yo, CP3, did you know your shirt was black?
But that's what they doing.
Did, did you know a dog has 4 legs?
That's what they gonna do, man.
You know
Cause
what I'm saying?
they
These
always go and hate on a bigger joint and try to make the smaller one seem like they're doing something
Mhm.
innovative when they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but that's
Yo, Cruel Intention. Shout out because Sammy Guevara should have got ran over with the car because he actually made the statement prior to him coming to AEW that he wanted to rape Sasha Banks, and that's what exactly he said on the podcast.
oh shit.
And then that's why he was suspended for 30 days.
Yeah, you can't say stuff like that.
I mean, it came back to haunt him, but you know, I was like, I don't know how the hell you be like, yo, I wanna. Like, out of all the words, he didn't say I want to bang. He didn't say I want to fuck. He said I wanted to rape. That means he wanted to take by force against her will.
Yeah,
But then again, I'm looking at Sammy Guevara. Sasha Banks could probably take him because he's damn near anorexic. If Darby Allin's 150 pounds, Sammy Guevara is like 155.
these dudes is like super small. I think they vegans and shit. I don't know what's.
Yo, these niggas look like they look like the Vegan Express. Like these niggas are small as a motherfucker.
Yeah, hey man, like I said, I don't watch. I don't know none of these folks you talking about, but it's just sad that wrestling that we used to watch.
And that's the thing. Even if you wasn't a fan of wrestling, you knew who the fuck Hulk Hogan was.
Yeah.
Even if you wasn't a fan of wrestling, you fucking knew. My mother knew who Ric Flair was.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes will never have that power. Like my mother knew who The Rock was.
Yeah.
You know Steve Austin and stuff like that. So it is what it is. But I'm about to play an independent song. Yo, we about to play Frank O. Shout out to LB the producer
Oh, yeah.
doing his thing. This is his man Frank O. The joint's called 24 Hours. How many hours in a day? How many hours did I have with your baby mama? So now they with your baby mother and maybe your sister. Your mom. CP3's trying to take your baby mama home for 24 hours. And then I'll take her home for 72 after that.
I need it for 48. 48.
48?
Yeah,
Damn, you
48.
kidnapping bitches now?
Hey man, it's not gonna be against her will after the first 24. She gonna want to stay for the other 24.
Are you gonna grill for her or you just gonna give her meat?
Both. Both. Gotta keep her happy. Keep the belly full. And keep the belly full.
You's a dirty motherfucker.
Hey man, times are hard right now. It's hard out here for a pimp.
Oh shit.
Coronavirus fucked everything up for everybody. Well, almost everybody.
You know, Corona season coming. It's gonna be so there's gonna be a lot of Corona ass kids in
Bro,
2021.
it's already a bunch of pregnant motherfuckers, bro. They got bored in the house, man.
First person that named their child Corona, I'm chopping in their throat.
It's gonna be with
yeah, I know. It's gonna be a black person that's gonna name their kid Corona.
Rona for short. Rona, go get some of that macaroni and cheese out the refrigerator for me. I don't feel like getting it. It's definitely a lot of. I've seen a lot of pregnant folks on IG and on Facebook talking about we be due in a couple of months. Like we knew what y'all was doing during the lockdown.
Yeah. You know why? That cable was off.
Hey man, times is hard, man. I'm trying to keep my cable on right now. They sent me an email the other day and shit. I gotta figure out how to drop them some money real quick.
I mean, Corona babies, I'm chopping y'all in your throats. All of y'all little niggas. Like, Corona babies, somebody gonna name their kid Corona and their middle name gonna be Virus. I'm telling you.
VERS.
They're gonna be from DC or Baltimore.
Oh,
I'm gonna name you the cities that would do that. DC, Baltimore, Atlanta, and Florida.
Somebody gonna do it. I mean, but it might not be a black person. It might be.
It's gonna be a black person.
It might be a redneck white person.
Nah, because the redneck gonna call their nigga Virus. The first name gonna be Virus.
Billy O'Virus.
Billy O'Virus. Cause they ain't gonna say Corona because it's too Spanish. It's gonna be COVID.
Yeah.
See, a white person gonna name this shit COVID. Yo, COVID. What's his middle name? 19. COVID-19. Could you get my cup of scissor? COVID-19. Could you get my Budweiser?
You gonna fuck everybody up in school. COVID-19. Bring that ass up here.
COVID-19. Come up here.
Oh man, it's gonna be.
Just imagine they twins. One's gonna be named COVID. The other's gonna be named 19.
Can't you get it mixed up? 19, bring that ass over here. COVID, sit down. I wasn't talking.
COVID, sit your virus ass down. 19, get your ass up here, old numbers ass motherfucker.
It's messed up with you. Like I see the chick that I was, talking to before the virus. That she pregnant with her dude.
So can we have a real conversation, CP3?
No, let's have a real conversation.
Like, don't you be bored with this quarantine shit? You just be ready to dial up some extras.
I have.
You have? You be like, yo, then you think about, I don't really want
I was about to go out and I was like, nah, I don't want that headache. I shouldn't.
Yo, because then you be like, damn, that means she be quarantined over here all the damn time.
And I ain't got money for no lift right now, so I gotta take her home and shit.
So, that quarantine inconvenience will kill you. That's how people right now got kids. People about to have some kids that they by baby mamas they don't even like, and the baby daddies they like. This chick, there's a chick right now in a lift going to a dude's house that she can't stand, and then they ain't got no money, so they're gonna fuck without a rubber, and they're gonna have a baby with a K named Quarantine.
Quarantine Junior. It's a
little Quarantine, your daddy ain't shit.
Hey man, he wasn't shit. He couldn't even get that 1,200 stimulus when all that shit went down. That's why we end up having you.
If we didn't have that stimulus, I never got pregnant by that nigga. He gave me He gave me an extra $5 and my $40. I ain't like the rest of these hoes. I'm a $45 one.
Gotta add that 5 for me, goddamn.
Yo, what's somebody named they son stimulus? And they had twins to be stimulus in check.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't.
We done went to hell.
If that happens, bro, I'm gonna be so blown. I'm gonna be like somebody didn't.
This is my son quarantine. This is my daughter stimulus.
Well, at least you know nigga where they came from. We gonna know where they came from. It's sad. Yeah, I mean, convenience is a motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna fake. If I had somebody I'd be quarantined up with, I'd probably be in the same situation, my dog.
Oh Lord, we don't need a little another CP3, a little nigga just run around pissing on motherfuckers.
Hey, man, they gotta go to that
Pissing on
stage,
like,
man.
hey lady, I like you. How do you know my son like you? Did he piss on you yet?
Hey, he pee on your leg, but he don't like you yet.
No, that he likes you.
You just cool. You just cool.
Um,
Nah, man.
so let's talk about this real quick. Let's get serious for half a second.
All right.
Y'all dudes in DC tripping. Actually, let me rephrase that. Y'all niggas in DC tripping
Oh yeah.
because it takes a nigga to do what y'all did yesterday. You know, it's bad enough we go through this quarantine stuff. Somebody throws a block party, which is dangerous just to be out there without your mask.
First of all,
I'm not saying it was, but but I know how some of y'all roll.
yeah.
Um, but then to start shooting, like, come on, y'all, like, y'all ain't got nothing better to do than to shoot. Y'all can't teach. Y'all can't show other people a better way. Like, and then on a block party day, why y'all gotta involve innocent people in your ignorant shit? Like, real talk. That's why y'all. You can say you a man. You can beat your chest. You can tattoo it on it. But you ain't a man. You a real nigga. But you not a man.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about it until you told me about it right before the show, and it's sad that we can't even gather as a people to try to come together and have some type of unity without some stupid foolishness or some ignorant person doing something. You know, like you said, 20 people got shot. That's crazy. But then, on the other hand, we get upset when a white officer kills a black man or a black woman and want to protest. But I don't know the circumstances. I don't know if anybody's came forward with any information, but somebody knows something. And 20 innocent people getting shot over whatever foolishness it was.
But but this is why we can't. This is why people don't take our Black Lives Matter movement seriously.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
This is why we like because we don't show our lives matter to each other. And I hate saying that. Dog, it hurts my soul to say something like that. But the reality is we don't even take we do how can we yell about Black Lives Matter? Because it just sounds so hypocritical when I say it. But damn, the reality is how can we yell Black Lives Matter when it don't matter to us?
yeah, we take out our own people
Like,
for the stupidest thing.
let's march or tear up the hood now. How come we don't tear up the hood to find niggas who start shooting?
Hmm.
How come we don't tear up the hood when little girls are killed or when that young boy was killed several weeks ago? You want to riot then. And no, there's no disrespect to George Floyd, but that young lady's life was equally as worth it. And we did nothing. You know, let's fight for our lives. Let's fight for black lives. But if we gonna riot just because of what a cop did, riot for what niggas do too.
Yeah, go both ways, man. Folks only want to look at it one side of it.
Or catch the niggas and handle your business. But at the same time, dog, show that we mean something to each other.
You got to.
Cause I guarantee you the people who got hit wasn't out there to beef. My nephew could have been out there. Renegade could have been out there. Any one of my nephews, my godsons could have been out there. My goddaughters could have been out there. My sisters could have been out there. Because they in that age bracket.
No doubt.
But because these dudes want to be niggas. They want to be real motherfucking niggas. Niggas.
Fortunately, you always gonna have some niggas, man. Folks don't want to act.
And they don't know how to be men.
I hope they find the dudes, man, because it makes no sense. It's pointless violence for no reason and for no rhyme or reason, and innocent folks getting hurt just trying to have a good time is just bullshit.
It's bad enough that we got that right now we in the middle of a pandemic. We got to fight a virus, and there are people that are burying their loved ones on a day-to-day basis because of this virus since October. It's about to be a year that this virus has crippled a fucking nation. But on top of that, we got niggas, which is a whole nother type of virus.
Doing nigga shit.
Doing nigga shit. Acting like niggas. Being niggas. Doing what niggas do on a daily basis, doing something ignorant. And it kills me. And it hurts me. You know, it's crazy, but it's brilliant that Baltimore it does this thing every other week. This lady named Ellen G. She's on my IG, but she does a Baltimore ceasefire. She's with Baltimore ceasefire, and they try to get like a ceasefire going on in the week. Where's the ceasefire in DC?
Hmm. I haven't heard of one in a while.
You know, but we got niggas in DC. But where's the ceasefire in DC? Because y'all ignorant niggas, when the 4th of July happened, instead of popping fireworks, y'all was popping cats. I know. I used to live in DC, in Southeast. I know what y'all ignorant niggas do.
Yeah, for no reason at all. I ain't gonna lie, when in my early 20s, we used to bust off, but when you get older,
In
you
your
get older,
early 20s, but some
yeah,
of these niggas is 30.
yeah,
Some of
true.
these niggas is 35. Some of these niggas is 40.
Yeah, true, true.
You know, the thing about it is, when I was young, I did dumb shit, but I had older niggas, I had older men. Let me rephrase that. I
Yeah.
had older men pull me to the side and say, yo, youngin', yo, you tripping.
Hmm. No bullshit. And we learned back then. See, this
And
younger
they teach
generation,
me, and I learned to be a man rather than a nigga.
the younger generation, they hard headed, man. They think they know everything because they got a smartphone and shit. And some of them listen. I'm not gonna say all of them, but they have a mentality where they don't want to. You know, it's hard to teach when you have folks that don't want to learn and don't want to listen.
It is very hard to teach.
So it's a complicated issue that needs to be addressed.
It is, because y'all just niggas.
That it has to be addressed. We can't continue to have these situations where innocent folks getting shot, hurt over stupidity, and just like you say, people being niggas doing dumb shit. So I mean, prayers to all the families that got affected by it. Like I said, I just heard about it before the show from him. I've been in my own world doing some things, so I haven't been up to all the current events. But that's why we do this show to get up to current events. So hopefully, I didn't hear about. Was it any deaths or just folks got wounded?
I know some got one, I think one, there was one death so far.
No.
But, like, any one life lost is too many.
True that. True that.
You know? One life lost is too many. Um, we'll play a couple of songs, man, right before we wind this down to get the fuck up out of here.
That's a bet. That's
Um,
a bet.
I'm gonna play this joint by my man Sergeant Q called Cry. Because when I hear what niggas do, when I hear what these niggas do, I just wanna cry.
In your own neighborhood with your J's bopping, minding your business, feeling so righteous, clearing no songs, so that's how you just visited. Followed by people who approach you with issues, one in the back with a shotgun who come at you. Reason was skin color, that is what races do. Feeling so hopeless, like there's nothing I can do. Ready to take a stand, fight for our people's rights. Who are you? My name is Sergeant Q. When I think there's times that I stand with you. We gotta show these people, this can't be tolerated. Too many speculations, justifications on falsifications. Night sitting in your living room, chilling on the couch with a bowl of Cheerios. Then in comes a cop, bowl of Cheerios just dropped in. Pop, 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 shot. Pop another black man shot from a gun by a cop trying to cover it up like
How the fuck you ain't see the bus? How the fuck you end up on the wrong floor? How the fuck you ain't getting CPR?
Police say he was chased by two men who suspected him of a crime. Arbery's family says all he was doing was jogging.
Told investigators she tried to open the door to what she thought was her apartment.
And play one more joint.
Stay tuned, never high track, independent music played always, all day on At the Bar Radio.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You don't have the guts to do
Super
what you
cool
want.
cat.
You nitpicker like me so you can
I'm a
point
bad
your
man.
fucking fingers.
That's my dude, though.
I say
He got a video. I'm about to get that nigga to come back.
I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. So respected when you see it. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. You don't want me to get the gig. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. If he chillin' badly, tell them people I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man, make good on bad things. America's worst nightmare. He just a bad dream. You only 100. What that bad mean? Not a damn thing. When you see it, better give it up. Was bada bam bing. Put this shit my hand, no joke. You going no smoke. I need my money now, rapid. Nigga, raw no. He better chill. I got that raw more. That's what he don't know. If he move, I knock his shoes off and watch his soul flow. It ain't no hope. Face to face, nigga, no scope. Get all his headshots is like a GoPro. Me familiar, I say Papi Loco, Loco. You got beef with who and all they can say was oh no. Cause they know I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. So respected when you see it. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. You don't want me to get the gig. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. If he chillin' badly, tell them people I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. Tough guy. Probably not, but you bark a lot. You get mollywopped and probably stomping right before your car got the revolver popping. Leave a hole in him about the size of a parking spot in the parking lot. Cause he talk a lot, but he big man. Tamale hot. And all this proves there's a few ways to get your tamales rocked when the party stops. It starts to sound like I let off 1,000 potty pops. Looking for him like Ali Ox. We got you hyper, probably shots, but you can get these body shots right before you get your body shot. Make him look like a family pic with his body cropped. I'm gone before his body drop. Evil man, Ali not. Simply, I be in my bag, man. I mean, always by my bag, man. But these people, a lot of shit is bad. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. So respected when you see it. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. You don't want me to get the gig. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man.
I'm a bad man.
If he chillin' badly, tell them people I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. What up, nigga? Good? Yeah, good. It's just a hot high. I
Yo, yo, that's my shit. Super cool cat. Badman. Let me tell y'all some of this music styles. Do not, I'm gonna say it slowly for some of y'all. Do not send me your shit if it ain't mixed right. Like, if I gotta turn everything fucking up, like, change every fucking thing just to make your sound like this, then don't send that shit to me. Get your shit mixed first, and then send it to me. Like, yeah. Cause I will blast you on air. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it won't turn out well for
Yeah,
you.
don't. If your shit's not mixed right, don't send me your shit. Like, if I got like your shit like extra low, like you recorded this shit on the iPhone, keep that shit. Take it to a studio, get it mixed right, then send it to me. Or hit me up on my inbox and I'll tell you to send it to Renegade or somebody else and they can mix it for you and have your shit sounding a lot better. But don't send me your shit if it ain't mixed right.
That's why I always screen all the music I get before I send it to you. I'm like, I ain't gonna send them no shit that don't
Cause I'll be
sound
like, yeah, I
right.
ain't playing this shit. I tell you quick, I ain't playing that shit. That shit too low.
Yeah, hey, you gotta learn. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
gotta learn the hard way.
Cool Tip says, say it again slow. Do not send me your shit if it ain't mixed right. Like, I don't want to hear it. So when I say mix right, if your shit's not clear, like if I have to turn the computer up, if I have to turn the mixer up, if I gotta turn my mixer up, I mean my speakers up, then keep that shit at home. That's just like that's like a girl with crabs trying to come over and sleep with you. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
I'll
No,
pass. I'll
I
pass.
will pass. I will pass. I will pass. It's like a girl with a Venus flytrap for a vagina trying to give you a lap dance. No.
Yeah, some folks will still take that, man. Some folks will still take that.
Not I.
Yeah,
Not I.
not
Not
everybody.
I.
Times are hard, but not that hard. Yeah, it's a crazy time, man. Crazy
Shout out to
time.
my boy Cruel Intentions. He says that's why I mix most of my beats before I even send them to you. Like if he's a DJ and a producer and he mixes his beats and you're supposed to be a rapper, have your shit mixed. Like before, and it's not just me. Send it to anybody because if your shit ain't mixed, I'm gonna tell you this is exactly what we do. This shit don't because our ears are a little bit different. So it's like this. This nigga that knows how to fuck and there's porn stars. So when you send it to a person who's been in the industry for a long time, you can send them dudes like a porn star. They know what they doing. They know how to fuck or whatever. And so when we listen to the music, we like, this shit ain't even. This shit was done on a 4 track. This shit ain't even really mixed properly. His vocals too high. His beats too low. And if we gotta, and if I gotta, and I'm not gonna text you that back. I'm just not gonna play your fucking song because if I gotta text you that back, obviously you don't know, and you're not paying me. Then what? Why?
No bullshit.
You know?
Yeah, you gotta have good quality, man. That's what it's all about. Quality and presentation. If you can't
Mhm.
present it right, you just don't need to put it out there.
If you hire a prostitute to fuck you, right? You pay her, right? You just don't be like, is my stroke game good? No, she's not gonna tell you for free.
She ain't gonna tell you at all. She gonna look at you like a clown ass motherfucker. Hey, we still got the thunder going on with the sunshine. It's been crazy weather today, boy. I tell you,
That's why we're at the bar.
no bullshit.
Do not send songs when they sound like you're rapping on your headphones in your iPhones. Please do not. Cause if I do play it, I'm only gonna play it to clown you.
No bullshit.
And even if your mama was watching, I'm still clown you.
There's just some things you just don't do.
Especially with alcohol involved. You might catch a day where it's a 151 show. But that means, but what I mean by that is that we're drinking 151 all day, and then I'm gonna put it in a bottle,
They're drinking 151 all day. I
and I'm
know
not
they
gonna
said it
and
on
I'm
my
not gonna
page.
tell CP3, and he's gonna be fucked up, and his drunk ass opinion is gonna agree with me.
Nah, I ain't drinking that shit no more. That shit ain't right. Anybody that does drink on the regular, y'all got, some things I need to talk about, man.
Shout out to Bombay Gin. If y'all ain't never had Bombay, yo, let's talk about this real quick.
Oh shit.
We get off the air after we gonna talk about it. So, what is the best liquor you ever had sex off of?
I would have to say I went earlier with the Tangeray mixed with apple juice. Cause gin
Apple
make you,
juice, nigga.
I can't stand the smell or taste of gin. but that's all we had in the house, and I just happened to have some apple juice. I was like,
So was it Snoop that because when Gin and Juice came out, everybody wanted to fuck off of Gin and Juice.
yeah, nah, this was like later. I've never been a follower type. I was always a brown, brown liquor sipper. If I wanted to, cut loose, I'd give me some, some vodka or some, some 100 proof absolute, something like that, that, do the job right. But all we had was Tanqueray. I had some apple juice in the refrigerator, mixed that shit together. I was like, that shit alright. Then you couldn't smell it and you couldn't taste it. Next thing I know, bro, it was on and popping, baby.
So I would tell you like this: Bombay Sapphire is some good shit to fuck off of. If you, the reason why some of you got there's so many badass kids is because girls because back in the days, Mobb Deep told niggas to drink Henny, and Hennessy dick is the devil. Like if you give your girl some Hennessy dick, like you will be stuck with a chick you don't. If it's not your girl, let me rephrase that. If you give a random chick some Hennessy dick, you will be stuck with her for at least 10 to 15 years. That's about right, right?
I can't argue with that logic.
So, Hennessy, you just can't. Oh shit, my goddaughter's watching. My daughter's watching.
Oh shit.
So now I gotta change the subject.
That's what happened with
The one show, the one show, the one. I love you, Tanisha.
Oh,
The
shit.
one show you ain't supposed to watch.
She tuned in right at that time.
And I love my grandson Turtle. I love you.
That's classic. That's classic.
But you can't give, you will be stuck with a chick for 15 years if you give her some Henny. Some Henny stuff? Nah.
Yeah.
If you don't like her, you will be stuck with her for 15 years. And then say this is the reason why some of y'all want some quarantine girls that y'all don't like now because you gave her some Henny back in the day and now you bored because you don't watch all your shows on cable.
Hey man, but you can't give them all the same amount. You got to give some of them the A, some of them the B, some of them the C.
Some of them like F. It don't make a
Some of
difference.
them don't make a difference.
If you bored, it's just because
So you gotta use
Hennessy's the devil. I got some white Hennessy that I've almost had for like 7 months. I have not opened it.
I wouldn't. I've had it before. I wasn't really a big fan of the white Hennessy.
I love white Hennessy.
I'm more of a Remy drinker anyway.
I love 1738 is some good stuff.
Yeah.
Douce is really good though. Douce is.
Yeah, I had some. My boy.
I would say that the one drink that will really put you on your ass is Glenlivet.
I've heard of it.
Yo. First of all, I get the joint. It's like $70, and it's like been aged 15 years. Like it's bad when I only take 2 shots.
Hey, I had that Louis the 13th one time, man. At 150 a shot.
Dog, when I took 2 shots of this joint, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be like it's gonna be like an 8-month drink.
Yeah, some of the cognacs is off the chain, man.
So I've never. I really want to, but I ain't trying to have no extra kids. So.
Hey man, I ain't got no comment at this point. Whatever happens, happens.
So is there a little CP3 running around?
I
mean, it's not an end.
My 20s was a wild time. Anything is possible from the.
That's not a no, nigga.
I can't definitely say with a no that it might not be a little CP4 right around somewhere in possibly Philly, Miami, Virginia Beach.
Damn. It's more than one.
I mean, I've been around. I used to travel a lot, so there's a possibility of, slim possibility because as I always say, my pullout game is spectacular. I'm 42-0, goddamn it, undefeated.
No. If you think that you have one,
the record is still 42-0 until I get proven wrong. So I'm 42-0, damn it. There might be an asterisk somewhere, but as of right now, there is no asterisk.
It's probably a couple of asterisks you just don't know about.
Hey man, I mean, if they come up to me and tell me I got a little
social media is a motherfucker.
Hey, if they got chinky eyes and got my features, because our genes are strong. I can't deny it. We didn't get a DNA test, but I could just look at them and tell if they, come from me. So, but as of right now to this day, no, I can definitively say I don't believe there's a CP4 running around anywhere.
Ladies.
Now, if there is, contact me on the inbox. Don't blast me on my page, please.
If for some reason your child nickname is Foots.
If you start cussing folks out and walk around with his fist balled up, yeah, you might need to inbox me. Just Remind me of what time we spent together so we can do the math and see if it's really me or not. I doubt it, but there's always a possibility.
If your young child is packing heat at a young age and just have thug like and like wife beaters and stuff like that, and he's only like 10, like if you have a 10-year-old right now or 15-year-old that's rocking wife beaters for no reason,
White beaters and basketball shorts.
yeah,
All black.
all black.
And
He
yeah, we
might
need to
is
talk.
he might be called CP4. I'm just saying.
Hey,
So we're gonna end this joint. Salute to my man Polo. We're gonna end this joint with Polo Stacks joint. Recently, Polo Stacks was in the hospital. He's supposed to be getting better soon. Well, I ain't gonna supposed to. He was working on getting better. We wish him well, and then as soon as he's able to come in, we'll have him at the bar.
no doubt, no doubt.
Definitely, definitely. But we got some. Yeah, we got some things. We got some special one-off shows happening in the next. I'd say 2 to 3 months. We're gonna do a drink and debate show, which is gonna be something different. Um, I want to do a show about the effects on cannabis, which is gonna be deep and no, I don't smoke. But we're gonna have people we're not just gonna have people to smoke. We're gonna have I want to get people to have like stories about having PTSD, people who cook with infused food, the benefits of it, and different things. This ain't gonna be a perfect like if you just want to do Snoop Dogg, pass, puff. That's not what the show is gonna be about. And then dog, we ain't done this in a long time. Salute the Black GOP. We gotta get a Battle of the Sexes
Yeah,
show.
you definitely gotta do a battle of the sexes show. We're gonna definitely work on that, bring that to you again. We all used to have fun. I did one myself, so I know how fun they are just to get some topics out there and to have somebody of the opposite sex to, give their interpretation and you give yours and have a great debate about it. So
Mm.
we got a couple of folks that we've been, talking to see if we can get something, nice debate between the sexes going on.
And yo, one day we gotta get a side nigga show. I just want to get a show with just all side niggas in the audience, and so they can just tell their side nigga stories.
They gotta blur out their faces and shit.
Fuck that. If you a side nigga, be a side nigga and be proud.
Hey, I take me.
Say it loud. I'm a side nigga and I'm proud.
Hey, at this point, I take me the side nigga right now, dog. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie.
This shit is mixed right. Whoa.
Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sipping champagne when we thirsty. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sipping champagne when we thirsty.
What?
Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sipping champagne when we thirsty.
Come on.
Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sipping champagne when we thirsty. VIP they going crazy for the bus down. I know these bitches only want me cause I'm up now. Different cities need that gas when I touch down. I'm used to smoking out the pound, not from out of town. I like to buy my weed in bulky like it's Costco. Can't even buy your shit and move it if it's not sold. Got the packages and took about the minimum. Feel like a level cone landed on a polygon. Billy Goat try to put the city on the map. Call a meeting, no connections, crowd make it back. I never mentioned that I'm about to work on many rest. The water go and get them numbers on 100 pack. Electric blues on brakes and a lot of Jacksons. Most of you niggas who can hustle need to stick to rapping. Some of you other rapper niggas only good at trapping. If we stay
Yo, I got the best songs on the East Coast, nigga.
birthdays was the worst days. Now we sipping champagne when we
Well, shit, we just had a song from England, nigga.
birthdays. Now we sipping champagne when we thirsty. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sipping champagne when we thirsty. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sipping champagne when we thirsty. I did trucks back to back, friend of mine. I'm kicking plays to the rules like I'm playing soccer. All these voices in my head got me going harder. See the vision from my head like $100. In the kitchen, really whipping like a Betty Crocker. Open my marijuana spots and call them Woody Walkers. Anything I gotta do to make a lot of commas. Put a house out on a hill next to Mr. Rogers. They say the snakes is in the grass, but I see piranhas. Gotta move a certain way and be a little smarter. OCA and major dreams about to set the monitor. Cause if we take over the world, what more can we conquer? Everybody acting friendly when you getting paid. Okay, birthdays was the worst days. We take on a lot of things in the worst ways. Then we sip on the champagne when we thirsty. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip the champagne when we thirsty. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip the champagne when we thirsty. Birthdays was the
on the ride. Niggas dancing on the work like he Gregory Hines. No need to try to come along, bitch, I'm doing fine. Sweating pack, we really coming 20 at a time. Tell you the truth, let's just be honest, bro, these niggas wildin'. Tell them to show us paperwork, I guarantee talent. Federal indictment from the state for all provision fellas. I hate a shooter and a snitch when they don't go together. Riding in a sprinter van with 100 rounds. Niggas get it right, they never nigga gun him down. Taking every round. Last thing you heard before he hit the ground. Tell these niggas that I'm back and hit again as fast. Make sure that shit is understood, we gotta understand it. Try to buy a borderland, Uncle Sam taxes. So I can put my mama out into a bigger mansion. In the worst way. Let me sip on the champagne when we Thursday.
So I will not be back until next weekend. But tomorrow, y'all can catch CP3 on.
Sports OTHP, baby. Coming to you live, 7 o'clock. Streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Check us out, Carol Porter III, that's with 3 eyes. Or our Facebook page, Sports OTHP / Facebook. Or you can check out the next day for on the podcast on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and some other ones I haven't got memorized yet.
That's cool. That's cool. And you can catch me probably at your baby mama's house.
You
I
ain't
might
gonna
even,
catch me.
I might even be doing an interview with her to find out what does she like best about side dudes.
I'm gonna be gone. You ain't gonna catch me. I'm already do my diligence and be gone.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna be back next week. Actually, I might have a guest, but I kind of, we got caught up in doing guesses for so much. I kind of just like these shows where we could just sit back and have fun and focus on topics and music. And
Yeah,
we might just have to incorporate this more often. And no disrespect, because there are 2 days in the weekend, so we can do one day for guests and one day just for me and CP3 to kick it, unless the guests want to bring drinks. Then hey, we may be grilling until whenever.
Grilling and chilling, baby. That's what we do on Sunday Fun Day.
So salute to Polo Stack, salute to everybody, salute to Cruel Intentions, salute to everybody that tuned in. It's your man 151 CP3.
We out.
Peace.